The new card visual is out of preview and now in general availability. I'm going to cover all the features of this new card now that it is the default card that is in our visualizations pane. Brief history here. Pre-2023, the legacy card era. Before the redesign, report authors relied entirely on the legacy card, the 1, 2, 3 placeholder visual. It accepted only one data field per container. And to build anything detailed or visually appealing, a lot of times what designers were doing were manually overlaying multiple visuals, text boxes, and shapes on top of each other. It was cumbersome. And Microsoft launched the initial public preview of that card new visual in the June 2023 feature summary. This marked an architectural shift to single container multi-measure setups. So for the first time, authors could drop multiple values into one field well using an integrated grid engine. It's like turning a card into a table. In late 2025, the card new became just the card, and it is now in general availability. So after extensive preview testing and performance tuning, the visual officially reached general availability, and the new tag was dropped. It just became the standard card visual. Now, in early 2026, we noticed a canvas default. So now creating a new report or dragging a measure onto a fresh canvas automatically spins up this new modern card visual by default. So I'm going to show you all this in a Power BI file that I've got drawn up just for card purposes. So here we go. Here on this page of my report, I just kind of wanted to show you what we plan to make. We'll go to a blank page. I'll start with just the slicers at the top for sales territory country and my year slicers. So this demonstration of the new card visual, I want to keep it pretty simple. Once you learn where everything is, you can get in there and play around and realize how much this new card visual can do that the old card really couldn't. So this is just a preview of where we're heading. So let's go to a new page. So the first thing we want to do on this new page, if I wanted to show you that old card visual that was on that first page, I would have to do a restore defaults right here, restore default visuals. So I do that and click OK, and boom, I've got my old card visual or my legacy card visual, right? So if I were to go ahead and insert that, I could say, well, let me look at my measure table and let me put my total sales measure into that card. Now, so far, this is what we've done for many, many years now, right? The new card can do a lot more than the old card could, right? So let's play around with this old card just to get an idea of the difference. So if I wanted to format this old card visual, the legacy card, if I go to my formatter, I'm only going to see for the visual menu, I'm only going to see two options. I can format the call out value or the label. Well, if I expand both of these, you can see that it doesn't even take up the whole pane. These are my options. So what I could do is change the color to something dark and readable. So within my theme, I could alter the display units. I could take off the formatting, or I could leave that as auto because 2.5 million is a little bit easier to see than if I were to remove that. What I could do is make that bold, and I could also affect the category label where it says total sales underneath. So let's go with something a little bit lighter, but also bold, and we'll make that a little bit bigger. What else could I do with this card? Well, if I hop over to the general menu, this is a generic menu that you'll see in all the visuals have a general menu. Now, any changes here are only going to apply to the selected visual. But let's take a look at the effects. This is typically what we would do in this legacy card. We take something like this background and we change the background from 100% transparent. We're looking right through it. Bring that down to 0, change the color, and we might add a border, right? Let's add the border here. And let's say the border is one of our darker colors from our theme. We could round the corners if we want, or we could make the width a little bit bigger. But this is a legacy card with a border, with the background filled in, all of that. So something like that. We could add a shadow that sometimes made it look, a little bit more professional. So we could do a few other things, but this is pretty much our limit. And this is kind of what I've got going on over here, other than I've got my corners rounded. And I've got slightly different shades of the blue chosen. But basically, I've reproduced it. Let's take a look at that rounded corners over there in the general tab. So that's going to be under effects and the border, and I'll round those corners. So let's see, I'll bring the width down just a little bit and the corners are rounded, something like that. So now I've got this card visual looking very similar, right? I've got a different measure, total cost versus total sales, but you get the idea. I could swap that out very easily, take out total sales, put in total cost, the formatting remains. Okay, now let's insert the new card visual. It's got the lightning bolt through it. And what I want to do is put in my total cost, just so they're the same for now, okay? Now, when I go to format this visual, look at the number of options I have. Before, I only had 2, right? So let's look at some of those formatting options here on the new card. So let's go to General. And if you don't know this trick here, you could expand all your categories right here. The only problem with that is be careful, because reset all settings to default won't be grayed out once I start making changes. So if let's say I make my padding a little bit bigger. Now, if I go to collapse all, this reset all settings to default could be an accidental click. All right. So you'd have to use the undo button if you do that. All right. Now, in this visual, let's take a look at the background. Now, very similar to the old card visual, I could format this background, give it some, a light background, bring the transparency down so that we're not looking through it. But you notice that it looks like I just did the border, right? That's not really the bad. It's like there's a card on a card here. So we have already run into the idea that this new card has many more features. So let's take a look at visual border and start designing. Let's do rounded corners. Let's do a little wider. And then what we want to do is see if we can center this and affect the font colors and the background here. All right. So if I head over here to the visual menu and I go down to call out, this is where I can affect either the call out or the label, right? So let's take a look at the value and the label. The value is the number, the 1.47 million. So let's change that to that somewhat darker blue here. And we'll leave the transparency there. We'll center it. And then we'll take a look at the label. The label is the total cost. So let's look at making that a little bit lighter, but maybe not that light, a little bit lighter. And we'll make that bold and we'll make that a little bit bigger. And then what we could do just to mimic the legacy card is we can move it to the bottom. So we're really getting somewhere here. Let me go ahead and make that value bold. So I didn't do that yet. Make that value bold, and I've got the label bold as well. Let's take a look at the background. Let's turn it on and then select that lighter blue that we were looking at earlier. Let's go even one lighter here. All right. So now I've started to really mimic the legacy card. All right. But what else can I do with this nice new card? Okay. Now this is where it gets interesting. So I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to go to build visual again. And what I want to do is put in total sales, profit, and I'll even put in last year's profit. And then I'll make this visual bigger, right? And then what I want to do is put in one more item here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in one more item here. We can already see that you can put multiple fields here. In the legacy card, there's nothing I can do here. If I drag over profit and I want to put that into the fields, this is going to override what I had in there, right? So that's not going to work. Now, I'll leave total cost in there for now. But on that new card visual, remember I said it acts like a table? We could add something to categories here. How about we add our year to the categories? Now, it's going to start to look like a table. So let's go through and do a little bit of formatting here. So now all I need to do is go into my category settings, and I highly suggest using that search bar, and change the display units from auto, because that's showing 2K, to none. And that's going to show the actual years. So now I've got to address the fact that it looks like a table. In fact, let me show you this. I click on the ellipsis in the top right corner, and I can actually show as a table. So I can see that, when I'm in the filter context of 2006, I don't have any last year's profit because I don't have 2005 profits. There are none. But last year's profit for 2009 is going to show the profit from 2008. However, I don't have any new sales or new profit. So we see some blanks in there, but that's just the nature of time intelligence at the beginning and end of our time series. But I can go back to my report. I just wanted to show you that this new card really is like a table. So let me go back to the report and we'll take care of some of the formatting here of the fonts. We're going to use our trick to expand all the categories. And then let's head down to our call out and our call out values and our call out labels. All right, here we just scrolled down to values, and that's going to be the, it looks like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth. Let's bring this down to 25. That's probably a little bit more legible. And then if we address this right here, last year's profits is not showing up completely because that label is a little bit big. So what I can do is adjust the label in this case and bring that a little bit smaller here. Now I'm adjusting all of the sizes here. If I want to adjust just last year's profit, I can do that. Let's look at under call out, apply settings to all cards or just last year's profit. So now we're going to adjust just last year's profit, and I'm going to take that label down in font size. So it'll be just affecting that one, right? So last year's profits coming into view now. Okay, so at about 12 or 13, it doesn't get cut off. Now, what we've done is made, yes, it's a card visual, but isn't it better looking? In fact, we can see that we can scroll down to 2009. So what we might want to do is mimic what we had going on over here, and that is to show all 4 of those years. All right, so I head back into my format options here, and I turn my rows to 4. That way, I get all 4 of those years on the same visual. All right, so what we've done is basically recreated what I previewed earlier. And I just showed you that we can add things in here. We can adjust the padding. There are a ton of options that we can really explore to make this new card visual work just the way we want. But the old way of doing things is gone. So I take this old legacy card and I Control-C, Control-V, and I paste a couple of those, right? This is what we used to do. We used to do something like this, and we'd say, okay, instead of cost, I'll replace sales on that one, and then I'll replace cost with profit on this one, right? And we had all these separate cards, and then we'd affect our filter here. We'd go, okay, United Kingdom, everything would filter. We would go 2007, everything would filter. But that new card visual allows us to have all these different metrics in the same visual. All right, the last thing I wanted to show you in this video is how feature-rich this card visual really is, especially compared to that legacy card. But look at this one here. I'm just going to show you the one here on the middle left row. Now, what I did was just give you a bunch of different options here that you can see how we've got all kinds of different effects being applied. But this one here, if I just go to my formatter with it selected and go ahead and expand all, what we can see is all the things that we've done here. So let's just scroll a little bit and take a look at the shape. All right. So we can see that we've got a snipped tab, right? Both top percentage. So what we've done here is just given it a percentage, and we've snipped off 15% of the left corner. And the bottom right corner, we've done the same thing. So we can alter the shapes of our card visuals. We can still give them a shadow like we've got here on the profit card. Back on the total sales card, we have an accent bar turned on, and it's the position of it is to the right and the width is 10. I mean, we can do some really cool things here. In fact, we've even got these icons thrown in, this little sales icon here with the graph and the arrow. The new card visual should be welcomed by all of us that are used to that legacy card. Yes, it was a classic, but it only did a couple of things. This new card visual is something else. Very feature rich. I encourage you to explore all the options, including making something like this that has multiple metrics in one visual. So why should you bother updating your old reports, right? We know that the legacy card will work with reports now, and we can even still access it by doing a restore default. But start using this new one, right? It comes down to architectural efficiency. This is the way to go. When you replace those separate legacy cards with a single multi-measure container, your report has to run fewer individual queries against the model. It's faster, it tracks better on mobile layouts, looks professional. All right, so if you have a report sitting on your server right now that uses only those legacy cards, consider updating those reports. Consider maybe even redesigning portions of them to use this new card visual. If you've noticed it in preview but haven't really given it a second look, now would be a good time, because the legacy card has been removed from the interface, even though reports will still operate that card no problem. Let me know in the comments what you think of the new card visual. Let's make sure that we are learning it and using it to all of its capabilities. All right, I'm Justin, and I'll see you in the next video.